Whoa, welcome everybody back into the second episode of For Those About to Talk. Scotty G and myself dive deep into the heavier side of music and maybe the, let's say, like I said, when this album came out, quite dark side of music. This is an album I bought when it came out, and I was attracted to it because of the cover. It was a very demonic looking baby sitting on the cover. I sort of had to hide it because I knew my mum would not be happy with that in the house. So, we'll discuss how the album goes. But do you have much of a history with this album, Scotty?
Yes, I do. Actually, this album here, when it came out, I did not know about Dio's departure at the time. You just didn't get news like that. Yeah, you may have got it on MTV and stuff like that, and maybe a radio or something like that, but I wasn't listening when that was on or something, at the time. And I was expecting, to be honest with you, Dio to be on this album, but when I heard it, I will have to say, I didn't take to it immediately, but it didn't take me long. I will say these last few days, man, last week of going through this album, I did not realize how good this album truly was. I did not. I never really gave it the credit it deserved, along with a lot of people, I'm sure. But this album here is dark and it's heavy. And I don't think they could have got a better replacement singer. From Ozzy to Dio to Ian Gillan, man. He does a phenomenal job with his vocal range on this album. Literally, the songs, the speed songs, the slower crack your rib tempo songs, man. This is a great album. And I'm sure people displaced it or whatever, and I'm sure the credibility it got was just pure evil because of the cover. The cover's what drawed me to it. Just like Iron Maiden album covers. That color scheme, the Antichrist on front of the damn album, I mean, that's taking it to another level. No, I don't worship Satan, but I will say that album, Led Zeppelin 1, Black Sabbath, there's a couple of theirs, Ozzy, older ones, and Mob Rules from Dio that he done with them. Those albums there are albums that literally made chills go up my spine. Really give you a little bit of fear, man, as a young kid, man, listening to the sound of those albums and the twisted little instrumentals and stuff, dude. That's the thing. I've heard other people speak about that. This is one of the albums. There's about 5 of them, or 4 or 5 in my life category, and they're either from Zeppelin or Sabbath. All Sabbath besides one. So, yes, Ian Gillan does a great job. The sound is very good for this album too, man. I mean, dude, I don't know who's drumming. Is it because they had replaced was it Vinny on Mob Rules, I believe, because what's his name on the original Sabbath? What was his name? Bill Ward. He played on Heaven and Hell, but he did not play on Mob Rules. So I'm just
he did the drums on this. I don't think he did the tour though. So
okay.
He did the studio.
A great job. Iommi's leads. Yes, I love that album.
Yeah, I'm a bit like you because obviously back in that time, getting information about anything going on in the rock world was difficult. I've got to give him credit though. I mean, you have an iconic singer like Ozzy. He leaves the band. And to me, most times that's death.
Well, they fired him. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they get Dio, who, was up and coming with Rainbow. And they were right at their peak as well. Then Dio leaves, and you get Ian Gillan to be your lead singer.
He gets fired too.
Obviously, pedigree from Deep Purple. And that's probably where it's a strange mix. Deep Purple, Black Sabbath. While they're both classed as heavy bands back in the day, Deep Purple's a lot more bluesy than Sabbath, and I don't think I've ever heard Ian Gillan sing songs like this before.
Yeah, Gillan got pretty a Child in Time and stuff, man. Dude, he can get pretty screechy and pretty loud and pretty scary sometimes with his vocals. Now, I will say this Deep Sabbath, it mixed up well, because everything Sabbath did after this for a while, I hated, until they got back with Ronnie James Dio in the early 90s and done Dehumanizer. They were back, baby. It was Heaven and Hell and Mob Rules Part 3, and then, of course, that falls by the wayside again. And, of course, they rejoin Ozzy for the Ozfest that wound up being a thing through the whole 90s into the early 2000s. So, but this moment in time, they blended it up well. And my opinion, I'm sure a lot of people don't like it, but I love it. And I've grown to like it a lot more in the last week than I did before.
Well, I was going to say, so on the tour, Bevan from ELO actually played the drums for Black Sabbath. So,
oh shit!
So
ELO.
Well, see, I know because Black Sabbath from Birmingham, weren't they?
Yeah.
Well, that's where Jeff Lynne's from ELO too. So I'm sure they all played, the same traps and mingled.
Grew up together, maybe.
Yeah. Did Ian Gillan? I know this is the only album he did. Did he get sacked or he just left?
I think he left.
Because he would have done the Deep Purple reunion straight after this, wouldn't he? With Perfect Strangers?
Absolutely. I mean, he hated this album so much, he threw up in a trash can when he seen the album cover. This is a true story.
I know we'll probably talk about it, but obviously Tony Iommi is very upfront about he hated the production on this album. He thought it was way too muddy. And I know there's been lots of rumors that he's got the masters and they were going to remix it at some stage, but I haven't seen anything about it happening. And I get in 1983 when it came out, wouldn't have even thought about it. Listening to it now, yes, there is a muddiness to it, a bit like, Hot Than Hell had that sound to it as well.
Hell yeah. And I think that's what gives it its fucking personality.
I think it works. Dude. Because of this album being quite dark, I think it works in its favor. It gives it a bit more of an eerie feeling. Let's be honest, this album has an eerie feeling.
It does, man. I thought it was just me, but it does.
No, it does. And it's funny, there is one song on here I find very saddening. We'll get to it when we get there, but it always gives me a very sad vibe. And I always think if I'm really depressed, it's the song I'll go and put on. It's just,
I guarantee you I know which one it is, but
just something about the way it sounds is like, I get it. It feels me, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get to track number 1, which is Trashed, which was the only single off this album. And I can get why there weren't many singles off this album because, I'm not sure.
I wish they would have put one more out.
I could think of one I like a lot. It probably would have had to done a radio edit for it though because it's quite long, but we'll get there. So let's go. Track number 1. Trashed. Have you ever been trashed, Scotty?
I don't want to say how much, but yes, I've been there a few times, man. This song, Yes, the only thing I heard off of it, I think it was MTV. I may have heard it on the radio, but I damn sure didn't hear it much if I did. And
No.
when you listen to this album, this is the vision you get in your head right here.
Yep.
Okay. And yes, and there was no tequila. Yeah, man, that was my drink of choice back in the day anyway.
Oh, really?
But
Ugh.
yeah, oh yeah, that's why I had to get away from it, brother. But anyway, yeah, when tequila starts to taste good, you're in trouble. You're in deep shit when it starts tasting good. Okay. But anyway, I love the song. It's always been a headbanger on this album, man. I can see why they released it, because at that point in time, the thrash movement had just started. Metallica had just, started. Anthrax. These bands were coming out of the woodworks that time. Kind of a thrash side was starting to make a little bit of noise. And they all looked up to Sabbath. That's where they came from with their roots and stuff. But yes, this one here, the lead is just wickedly bad. And I mean, he just really rips that thing apart. I remember the MTV video there was a camera on the head of his guitar, and you just seen his fingers playing the damn lead, like going in a circle, man. Just wow, it was wild. But this song here, not only was their single, it was on a couple of, those Masters of Metal albums and cassettes that used to come out. This one was on quite a few of those too, man. So yeah, it made a little bit of a print. A lot of people knew this song in the metal world, especially, and because of Sabbath. And yeah, man, great starter. I think a good single. If they would have released another one, we'll get to that. I've got no problem with this song at all. So,
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a fast and loud opening, isn't it? It's not a.
It is.
It's not like that typical Sabbath, doom stuff. It's very. I did read a story. Something this was like inspired by Ian Gillan crashing Bill Ward's car or something. So, how true that is, I don't know.
That's what it sounds like.
It's a great opening riff. Once again, I think Ian Gillan's vocals are great. I'm not convinced his vocals are as great these days, but yeah. From what I can remember,
pretty good. I seen him about 5 years ago, and he was still doing pretty good.
Yeah, I think if you keep it within your range now, I mean, that's the problem with a lot of these singers trying still hit the heights of the 70s and 80s, and it doesn't work. But I'm trying to remember the opening songs from the Sabbath albums before this, and this would probably just be about the fastest opening track they have in any of their albums.
Yeah, this would be tied with probably Heaven and Hell and or Mob Rules with Turn Up the Night. They come out of the gate kicking it on that one too. So yeah, this one's probably just a little bit heavier with his vocal range. But yeah, pretty close. I think Neon Nights is on, that's a pretty heavy one on there, and Turn Up the Night on Mob Rules. But Ozzy's were pretty much like Black Sabbath, it's just hard and just heavy and creepy as hell, man. Yeah.
What is this?
Bluesy.
Stands before me.
Yeah.
I said that song scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Damn right. It did me too, dude.
Don't put that on.
We listened to it anyway.
Oh, yeah, of course. Motley was saying that Zero the Hero was released as a promotional radio single and had an official music video.
Yeah, I did not know that. Oh, yeah,
Jeff
Motley,
says,
you was right. You was right, Motley, about Dizzy Dean being the only singer on that album. I did not know that. I thought there was another singer in there, Rob. He pretty much slammed my ass. But anyway, I did not know Dizzy could sing like that. So my bad.
Jeffrey says he'll go ahead and say it. He loved Ian in Deep Purple, but not on this album. as a huge Sabbath fan, this album was a huge disappointment to me. A couple of songs.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
and look, and he's
Hey.
not the only one. I know some Sabbath fans that don't like it either, but you know.
Well, yeah, it wasn't that popular, man. But look, I didn't listen to it a lot back in the day. I mean, I listened to it and I actually owned it. But the more I listened to it in the last week, the more I understood it. You know, that's what happens with a lot of these albums, man. It sounds so much better on these headphones and stuff, man. When you're listening to it, doing something, man, you don't get distracted. You can't get interrupted while you're doing it, man. That's why I love it. I think it's great, but that's my opinion.
Motley said Deep Purple just released a new album recently.
Damn.
Did you get to hear Tony Iommi's new single?
I did not.
Oh, you should watch it. It's not bad.
I will track that down. Yeah,
it's on YouTube.
Check it out.
So it's got a video and everything. I think it's had over 1 million views in the first week. So,
wow,
he's doing all right. I'm still waiting for him and Brian May to do that album together. So,
that will be something we'll have to chew on.
They keep saying they're going to do it, but they haven't done it yet. So, all right. Well, let's go into track number 2, which is an instrumental, and we know what we generally think of instrumentals, but this is just a little bit for you. Now, while I don't normally think so much of instrumentals, when you put it into the concept of the album, it just builds this atmosphere, and I think it works. Like I said, as a solo track, obviously it means nothing, but I think when you put it with the rest of the album, I like it. I think it works very well.
I think I know what they're doing here. They're doing the same thing they did on the Mob Rules before the song Mob Rules. The E61056, whatever the fuck that number is, man, that's just demonic and evil as hell. And what was it? It was supposed to mean something that was evil. And it sounds evil as hell. Now, that's one of the ones that scared the shit out of me, because it's got the demon in it that nobody seems to hear but me. And I wonder why that is. I don't even think Rob and them listen to the damn thing. But anyway, I told them, listen, you'll hear it scream toward the end. Make just a fucking demonic sound. But anyway, this is creepy as hell. Yes, this is Black Sabbath. They're recreating something they have done in about 2 years prior. And I got no problem with it. Hell, it's actually better than some instrumentals, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because like I said, it builds this tension and atmosphere. The way it works, and that works for me. As I said, as a standalone track, it makes no sense, but when you listen to it within the concept of the album, it works really well. And of course, it leads us into track number 3 with the beautiful title of "Disturbing the Priest." So here we go. Do you like Disturbing the Priest?
Yeah, I do, man. And this is one of the songs that creeped me the hell out, man, especially when it takes off and he's just, I mean, that loud screaming, man, it's freaking badass, man. It's got, you're slower than Then Trash, you got that mid tempo, after the first chaotic intro, you got that, disturbing the priest, and he gets up high in this song too, man. And this was a creepy one, for me. Great. I like this one better than I used to listening to it this go around. It wasn't my crazy about it back in the day, man, because it was creepy. But I've grown to like it over the last week, man. I think it's good.
Yeah, I love the opening. It sets the scene straight away.
Yeah.
And I like it because it doesn't really sound like Ozzy or Dio. This is quite a unique one. Because, I mean, as we know, sometimes you replace a singer and you almost get someone trying to be a carbon copy of what went before. And I'd rather they do something completely different. This Disturbing the Priest is good because this one disturbed me when I was younger as well.
Yes.
I love his high screaming, just I can't do it. I'm not going to do it, otherwise I'll offend too many people. But yeah, this is definitely one of those Black Sabbath songs that I find disturbing, and up there with the Black Sabbath song itself, which, as I said, is probably the creepiest song I've ever heard. And especially when you're listening to it as a 10-year-old kid, those bells ringing, it's like, what am I getting myself into here?
Thank God they did change with the singers, because I think that Sabbath's one of the unique bands that did change with Dio and Ozzy, because Dio's Sabbath sounds nothing like Ozzy's at all.
No, you would almost think it's a different band.
Damn right. So, yeah, I think every one of those replacements actually worked, and you very rarely can get that, man.
I think you can definitely tell when Dio joined Sabbath, it had a lot to do with the songwriting, because he brings a lot of that, his own personal taste to it. Like I said, it's probably good that he is a songwriter, because if he'd just come in as a non-songwriter, we would have got, I think, something that would have sounded more like the Sabbath before, but with just a different singer.
Yeah.
It's the same with Rainbow. When you listen to him in Rainbow, the stuff he did with Rainbow was all, about wizards and stuff. That all changed completely when he left. It all became, more normal, because that's the kind of imagery that Dio brought. And whether you like him or not, I do. I know Rob doesn't, but
I love him. I
think he's got a great voice. And a bit like you, from the mid 70s to like the mid to late 80s, I'd love just about everything he brought out. So
yes, absolutely, man. Great range on that guy. I loved him.
All right, track number 4 is another brief instrumental called The Dark. See, with this, I can imagine being in a dark room, going through some hallways, not being able to see much, and just having this sense of something being around me. And like I said, listening to this when, what would I have been, 18 when this came out. So there was a lot of, in my room with headphones on, so parents couldn't hear what you were listening to. Turn the lights off and, just drift away in the music.
Yes. Yeah, this is one of those creepy vibes. Another, 2 instead of 1, like Mob Rules, man. You got these intros before the build up, because it goes right into, actually the song goes right into this, which is going to be, I'll get there. But anyway, yeah, this is, I got no problem with it. These are more intros right here than they are instrumentals. So I got no problem with them at all.
Yes, it's not just 3 guys jamming away. because they couldn't think of any lyrics to put in it. They're there for a reason. They build up to the next track.
Yes.
And that being said, the next track is Zero the Hero. I love that dirty riff in that. Yes, it's got a dirty riff.
Oh, yeah, man. Look, I would argue this one or one more. This is a pretty long song. This could have been a good single release, but it's between this one and another one if they released another single off of this album. This right here, for a long time, and it may still be my favorite one on the album. I've been going over that the last week, man, because I've run into some stuff on here that I really, really, really like, and for hell, damn, forgot about, to be honest with you, man. And it's a short album. You got those two little intros, and they may have been hurting for material because I think they were all substance abusers big time at this point in time. You know, I know Iommi was. So yeah, man, Zero the Hero, always loved this track since day one. This is one of the songs on here, and Trashed too, that I never had a problem with. It was always my favorite ones, but I like the whole album now. But Zero the Hero, phenomenal. Just yeah, that just all that just, man, it is dirty, it's nasty, it's heavy. I love it, man.
And Tony Iommi was always good at doing those dirty riffs. I mean, you know, they do say they invented heavy metal. So, yeah. This is equally my favorite song on the album. And this one and Disturbing the Priest were always two that I had on my playlists. I think
yes.
I would have loved to have seen a second album with Ian Gillan. I think it would have been interesting.
I would have to. Just one more.
But obviously the other band came a calling, and we might get to that album at some stage. The Perfect Strangers album.
Yes.
From Deep Purple. Because
my favorite album by them.
We've never done a Deep Purple album.
No, we have
any
not.
Of our shows. In fact, I dare say we haven't even featured many Deep Purple songs in battles or anything.
Yeah, I know. I think I did. I put Knocking at Your Back Door in one of the battles.
Yes, that's right.
That's about as far as we got, I think. It was either that or Perfect Strangers. It was one of the two. And
should have had Knocking at Your Back Door versus You Got Nothing to Lose.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have made sense.
They go together quite well. Do you
Same meaning almost, right?
You just barge in.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I saw the light on.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Track number 6 is Digital Bitch. Keep away from the digital bitch.
Stay away from the digital bitch, guys.
What is a digital bitch? Do you know what a digital bitch is?
I don't know. I think they was looking into the future with internet and all that shit with this song, man. You look, This one here, it's not bad. I like it. It's probably my least favorite one though on here, but I still like it. Here we are going back to the Brittany Fox album because there's nothing on it that I didn't like. But yeah, man, this one right here is one of my least favorite ones. Hold on a second, man.
Yep. I actually quite like the song. I mean, this is probably more of this, just a straight out rocker than some of the other songs on here. I was almost going to say it has a little bit of that AC/DC simplicity. We've got to be careful saying AC/DC on being simple because, Scotty can't hear me, so it doesn't matter. I can get away with it.
Yeah.
I know if you heard me or
not. My demented mother got up. So.
That's
there
right.
You go.
I was just saying. I was just saying that. To me, this is just a straight out rocker, and I was saying it had some of that AC/DC simplicity to it, which is not an insult, by the way.
No,
because some people think it is, but it isn't. But I like it. I've always liked this song. Like I said, wasn't quite sure what a digital bitch was, but if we ever interviewed Tony Iommi, maybe I can ask him.
Yeah, and this kind of follows the theme to the first song, Trashed. Yep. It's that high tempo, almost erratic sounding, just yeah, man, I think it's good. I mean, like I said, now I may be wrong about it being my least favorite on here. We'll have to get through here and it'll have to come back to my memory, but I'm pretty sure if we were ranking, it would probably be my least favorite. That's it right there.
I mean, I did talk about that the other day too. I wouldn't mind going back to doing some of the rankings. I think it throws up a little bit more. You get a few more arguments about it.
Yeah, you can kind of see where people stand.
And we can still do the samples. It just won't be in any particular order of.
No. Basically, what we'll do, the format will be, you play the first song all the way through like you do now. Whoever's got that song ranked it, I got it ranked at number 7. He's got it ranked at number 3. He's got it ranked at number 4. That's how we'll do that. See,
yep.
that way it'll make sense. You know what I'm saying?
And you can explain to me why you put the best song at number 7.
Yeah.
Because my favorite song from last night was obviously lower down on your list. I think I got a tick from Rob for that one.
I liked the song. It was just my least favorite, of course. But of course, I'm gonna get slammed for it. And Rob, I do think they released that because it was a ballad. He says he said on his thing today that no, that ain't what it is. Blah blah blah. Why wouldn't it be that? Why? That the ballads were flying high at that time. They're looking for a hit. That's all I was saying. I didn't really have anything against it. It was just my least favorite on the album.
Yeah, and that's where it gets a bit dangerous sometimes when you say your least favorite on an album, even though you love the album, because something has to be down the bottom.
It's got to, yeah. You got to have a favorite and a least favorite.
But it's not down the bottom because I just like it.
That way. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's my favorite album, Creatures of the Night. But obviously there are songs that are down the bottom, but I love the songs, but not as much as I love the ones at the top. That's for sure.
Yes.
Talking of that, I'm wearing Creatures of the Night.
You are.
To me, the best Kiss song ever. Creatures of the Night.
I don't think it is, but I can't argue that because I think it's a great
for me.
song
like I said, when I bought this album and that song came on first track, it was like, because obviously we just had Dynasty, Unmasked, and The Elder, and this thing hit, and I'm thinking, whoa.
Yeah.
Great. Even though I did like the other 3 albums, but it was.
Yeah, me too.
Let's go back to the past. Yeah. Loved it.
A little departure there. Yeah.
Yeah. Not a bad departure. Like I said, Unmasked would have been better if it was just you know, maybe arranged differently,
A
made it
lot
bit
differently.
tougher. The Elder was a
Yeah.
great album. Just I don't think it was the right time.
It wasn't. And Spaced Out Ace is the one that said it. Don't
So
think this is a good idea, guys. Okay.
maybe
I
later
might
on
be
down the
high as
track it would have
hell.
been better.
Yes. This is not going to be a good thing right now. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Anyway.
I mean, that's the thing about history is we get to look back and say, mistake, mistake, good idea.
Yeah.
You don't get to do that at the time. You've got to make a choice. I'm not sure any of the guys are really convinced it was a great idea at the time, but I think they got convinced into it by Mr. Bob Ezrin, who we know was partaking a fair bit at the time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that was the times. A lot of people were partaking. I'm sure
A
Ace
lot
was
of
partaking
people
as well.
Oh, yeah. Peter Ace. Oh, yeah.
We can't blame Peter for that because he wasn't there. So
No.
we can blame him out of control.
Oh, God.
All right. Track
Oh,
number
God.
7, the title track, Born Again.
This is the depressing song, right?
Yep. Yeah.
This is it. Yeah, man, it does. It's got that you know,
that
when
guitar
it starts, man.
sounds sad.
It does, man. It is. And like I said, when they take off, man, and get heavy, dude, and listen to those screams, I bet he had to drink the hell out of some lemon juice after making this damn album.
And someone squeezing the old testes as well.
Yeah, man, dude, he's really belting them out, and yeah, a good song. It fits this album perfect, of course. The sounds, the riffs and stuff that they made for this album, man, it's just all dark, depressing. A good album to have if you want to check out early, you know, to listen to or something, you know. A song, especially this song right here. But yeah, man, I wasn't crazy about it, like I said back in the day. But the more I've listened to it now, yeah, it does got some real heavy riffs in it, man, and some good songwriting in this album too. I'm sure it don't get the credibility it deserves. So yeah, not a bad song at all, man. I like it.
Yeah, like I said, it's quite a bleak sounding song. And like I said, the guitar it's got this sad sound to it, and like I said, it sort of depresses me, but it doesn't. And especially because obviously when he starts singing the chorus, it really picks up. But yeah, and I'm with you. You know, his screaming in this is fantastic. And it is a different song to the rest of the album. Like this is really, you know, pulled back a fair bit. But I would easily playlist this song. Like I said, I probably couldn't listen to it all the time because it does tend to bring me down a bit. Given the right mood, this is a song to go to. You know, if you're feeling like the world is just crap and you're having a bad day, like, here's a great song just to make you feel worse.
Yeah, I can agree
makes you
with
feel
that
worse.
one, man. That's the one that I had that I thought you was talking about. So, yeah.
Like I said, great song for very, very different reasons to the other songs. So, if we were ranking it, it was my third favorite. So,
okay.
And I'm happy because we listened to so many albums where the title track isn't as good as it should be, and you think, why did you name the album after this song? Because it was horrible. But they did a good job with this one. I mean, they could have called the album "Disturbing the Priest." That would have been interesting.
Yeah, they probably had to change that album cover too. So,
well, Holy Diver had the priest in the water, and you know.
Yeah. Holy Diver, though. Yeah.
Great album. Great album.
Good
I can
album
actually
cover,
see it it's in the top corner up here. Look.
Yes. Painkiller. Yeah, man. I see
There
that.
it is. All right. Track number 8, Hotline. All right, I'm going to say this straight away. This to me sounds more like a Deep Purple song than it does a Black Sabbath song.
Yeah, the vocals do for sure. I'll agree with that. But the heaviness of this song, man, and just man, this album's full of just pure heavy songs, man. That, like I said, Deep Sabbath or whatever, Black, Purple, whatever you want to call it. This is a mixture of two freaking bands here, man. I don't care if it is just a singer. I mean, he's sung for Deep Purple forever. That's what he's going to be unified as. I mean, and he still sounds the same, just a little high octane. But yeah, Deep Purple, he belted out a lot of things, man. Like I said, is it Child in Time or something, man, where he really gets eerie.
Child in Time.
Just freaking wild. But yeah, man, Hotline, another one I'd forgot about, man, and totally didn't think about and forgot about it. It was on the album. Great riff, great beat. This is a mid-tempo rocker. This one right here or the next one would have been, I think, good to release too. Because when you release Trashed, you're setting a damn near speed metal representation. And I love the song. I think it's great. But yeah, man, this Sabbath was always best, in my opinion, with the mid-tempo heavy, just raunchy. And this album is raunchy, bro. So that's why I like it. Just like I love Hotter Than Hell. I would not change that grungy, grimy sound of that album for shit. That's what
That's the thing. Like,
grown to love.
If you polish that up, would the songs hit as hard? Like Strange Ways. I mean, Strange Ways lends itself to being sound like that. Like it's just got that. I just think if you polish that, you would ruin it. I mean, I'd be interested on both of them.
I would be interested
to see what
too.
it would like, but I would not convinced that it would make it better.
I don't either, because there's so much time in between. But I would still love to hear it. But yeah, Hotline, another rocker. You're not going to get any ballads, from this band, especially at this time.
But Born Again's probably as close to the ballads you can.
That's as close as you're going to get right there.
Mind you, Black Sabbath do one of my favorite ballads.
What? Changes?
Changes. I love Changes.
It's not bad. It's not
when
bad.
That song came out, like my mate put it on, and he goes, "Oh, this Black Sabbath," and I was like, "No, it's not. That is not Black Sabbath. Don't tell me that. You're just trying to pull my leg. This is not Black Sabbath." I could not believe that was Black Sabbath, because everything I had heard before, did not lead me to this path that Black Sabbath would release a song like Changes. It's like, no.
Yeah, and you can tell it's Ozzy. And another thing
but I still wasn't convinced.
Was that on Master of Reality or Volume 4?
Oh, I'd have to go back and have a look.
I know it was on one of the two.
That one and Fairies Wear Boots. I always love Fairies Wear Boots.
Yeah, that's on the first one, ain't it? Oh no, that's on Paranoid.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Great song.
Yes. Oh God, yes.
I knew some fairies back then that did wear boots too, so they were right.
Yeah. Yeah, you went to the doctor, right?
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. Motley said Volume 4.
Okay. I knew it was one of the two. Those were kind of back to back.
What I didn't like though is when he redid it with
His daughter.
Kelly. Yeah, it's like what are you doing?
Publicity stunt. You know.
Yeah, it ruined it. It's like, no, don't do it. Please don't do it.
And that's a creepy vibe too in that Changes song, the original.
Steve says Fairies Wear Boots is one of his favorites as well. All right, so we get to the closing track. How are they going to close it? Are they going to go off with a whimper or a bang?
This is a damn good one here too, man.
Yeah,
I forgot about this one too. Yes. And it's got that heavy punch to it, man. I love stuff like that, man. And I still don't know what the hell he's talking about. Keep it warm while we're on the telephone. Is he talking about what I'm thinking he's talking about? I don't know. But
well, where's the best place to keep it warm?
Yeah, I know, right? But it's a damn good song, man. The verses are really good. The chorus is good on this, man. The music's good. This whole album, man, is way better than I thought it was. That's why I was interested in it whenever you brought it up. I thought, wow, that'll be interesting there. I have not dove into that in a long time. And I liked it better this go around than I've ever liked it before. So
yeah, well, it can be the way when you don't listen to an album for a long time. It's either going to have, there's albums that you really liked back in the day and you listen to it fresh 10, 15, 20 years later and you think, wasn't as good as I remember it being. And then you have the other ones where you didn't think much of it back then, but now you think, wow, why didn't I like this album? Like,
that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. And then on a rare occasion, you'll have one that pretty much stays the same. Yeah,
well, it's even interesting when you guys were doing the Kiss ones and, 6 or 7 months had passed and you did it again. And some of the tracks moved a fair bit from where they were originally.
Absolutely, man. That's the way it is with them. I listen to them a lot. So now I'm big on the Dynasty, man. There's a lot of songs popping up from Dynasty. I've been listening to a lot of that. Not that one.
Come on, Scotty.
All of Ace, no. 2000 Man, Save Your Love, Magic Touch, and Sure Know Something. Those are the ones I've really been listening to a lot here lately. And they're fucking fire. I'm loving them more and more. Like I said, man, they fuck that song. But anyway,
Magic Touch,
yeah,
was always my favorite off the album. It hasn't changed in the what are we, 46 years later? It's still my favorite song on that Dynasty album.
It's a damn
Dynasty, as you guys call it.
Yeah, Charisma pops up every now and again too, man. So yeah, it's been heavy in rotation here lately on me. And the first album has been a lot on it too. And Destroyer, Do You Love Me, has been popping up a lot, man. And I love that one too.
Also, my favorite song on that album.
I love it too, man. I've always loved that one. But yeah, this Born Again album, man, is, guys, we got any people on here that's Black Sabbath lovers, yeah, you may not have liked this change up or whatever. It wasn't my favorite back in the day either. It's still not my favorite to this day. But man, you got to give it credit, man. Listening to it now, I like it way better than I did back then. I don't know what it was, maybe time. I don't know. But it don't really sound, I can't, it don't really sound that dated. I mean, I don't know if
Oh,
it's Ian Gillan's vocals or what, man, but the different distorted, just grimy, grungy sound too, man. It sounds up to date with anything that could come out now or in the last 25 years. So,
as I say, it
yeah,
was
man,
grungy before
it's
we got
not bad.
grunge.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Motley said Dio will always be his favorite incarnation of Sabbath. Not really a fan of the Aussie era.
I love the Ozzy era, but when it comes to the produced albums, the sound of those albums, Dio's my favorite too.
How about the live albums like Live Evil?
Live Evil's good. I love it too, man. I've got it somewhere around here.
We haven't done many live albums on our reactions.
No, we ain't.
I know
They're
some
not
people
out of
say, "Oh,
bounds.
it's like doing it. It's like doing the greatest hits album. What's the point?" But that's not true because a lot of bands shit the bed when it comes to live albums. So
Yes, and a lot of bands do really great on live albums. Sometimes,
Let Me Go Rock and
yeah.
Roll. I don't like on the studio, but I love it.
I'm not
on
crazy
the live.
about it either.
Love it on the live album.
Yeah, it's way better. See, that's a rare thing for me. That's my least favorite song on the Hotter Than Hell album. It sure is.
It's funny because Hotter Than Hell 2 is a song that sometimes I like and sometimes I don't. I got to be in the mood.
It's something about the chorus on that one to me, but it's still a damn great rocker. But
what have you got for us next week, Scott?
Next week, guys. Since we've been chit-chatting about him off and on, he comes up in the conversation. He was a part of Sabbath at one time, and he's one of the greatest vocalists, I said it, Rob, of metal history, in my opinion. Let me take it back. Take it back. Right there you are. Dio's the last in line.
The last in line.
The second album that I think follows up Holy Diver phenomenally. God, this is a rocking fucking album right here, man.
I do remember buying that one when it came out.
Some great songs, man. Great vocals on that album. So that'll be an interesting listen for me too. So
next week, we really get into the rock side because I said Backtracks is a hard rock special. Next Tuesday is Alice Cooper, $1 Billion Babies, and then we've got Dio. So if you like your hard rock, we've got it covered next week. Damn straight, man. Let me just cough for a second. And kudos to Born Again. It was a great listen for me. I'm glad we done it. Yeah, it's a great listen. I said I've liked the album ever since it came out. It has been quite a while since I've listened to it, which is probably the same with a lot of albums through this era. You get busy and you don't get a chance to just sit down and listen to music as much as you used to. But that's why I like doing these shows, because it is a chance to sit down and re-listen to stuff that either you loved or didn't, and whether or not you changed your mind. And even when we did the Britney Fox, an album I had no idea about, but I liked it. So, like I said, it's good that you get the opportunity to listen to music you're not familiar with as well. Obviously, very familiar with the Dio album, and I know most of the Alice Cooper album. I probably know it all once I listen to it again, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how we go. I was very surprised when Jim picked it. Me too. I was expecting, I don't know what I was expecting, Cat Stevens or something. Or... Yeah, or Steely Dan or something. Yeah. Devo. Whip it good. Good song though. But yeah, man. Yeah, dude. It'll be interesting, man.
the Alice Cooper. Now I haven't listened to that one since probably the 70s, all the
No,
way
I'm
through.
probably
That's
more
been
listened
a
to Welcome to My
while.
Nightmare.
Yeah, that one I listened to more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great album. Great album. Got to listen to that whole thing though.
Mhm.
You can't just listen to one song.
Mhm.
Maybe we'll get to that one day as well.
We
All right,
will.
Scotty. If nothing else, we'll catch you all next week.
Absolutely.